different came up or something like that. But you guys all have tasks and projects and meetings that you could have attended instead of being here. You prioritized knowing what's going on in your system and seeing what's coming down the road and preparing for that. So kudos to you. And that's no shade on anybody that hasn't made it today, because there's obviously reasons, but I just wanted to thank you for that, because it's what's easy to do is easy not to do, and showing up on a call is easy not to do, but you're here, so thank you. Yeah, okay. So we're incredibly proud of what Frenchies has become, and we're really grateful for the opportunity to have worked with our team and every one of you, every franchise owner that's taken a leap and joined us. It's been fantastic. And what we've done over the past 10 and a half years is, besides reshaping the beauty industry in some small way, particularly the nail industry with team-based pay and fair labor practices and things like that, and our commitment to being healthy, clean, and natural all the time, even though sometimes it was tempting to look at other things that had more margin, but they didn't align with our values. I think it's pretty incredible where we've come so far, and I just kind of wanted to go over a few of those things and then move on. So 2014, we established the proof of concept. Since then, we've sold 116 territories with 25 studios open, 28 soon to be open in the pipeline. Our year-over-year growth rate, even this year, is 14%. We've added new services, Dazzle Dry, everything that Kayla's done on that has been amazing. Healthy gel extensions, gel shield, CBD services, all these things. We keep on innovating and getting the product better and better. Speaking of product, we had our own branded product line that we've introduced and keep on introducing new things, and that's gone well. We think that has lowered costs at the unit level and gotten the brand out there more, and hopefully they're on kitchen sinks and powder rooms and showers as well. This is a big thing. Our average ticket growth over the years has increased by 94%. So when we first started out, we were pretty excited to be at $34.74. And as you guys saw earlier, our current one is $67.74. I don't think the industry in general has grown that much. I think that's a testament to what Frenchies has done and other competitors that are of ours that are in this mid-market space, and just kind of getting nails out of that undervalued service category, which I think is gigantic for the future of Frenchies. I can't say that enough. Our Polish Pass membership, we had to change our wording on this because we said we launched with 5,000. We launched with 0, but now we have over 5,000. And that's big. As everybody knows, memberships are super important for the stability and the driving the growth and less fluctuation and everything. So we're really proud of that. And going back to the start, the one thing that we had that we think is really important, that's caused a lot of our success to date, has been our guest experience cycle that we started with before we even opened up. We had help with creating that with our 6-stage process that we still train on day to day, and no one has it nailed yet, no pun intended. And then we started our Franchise Advisory Council Committee 3 years ago. Our conferences, trainings, and events, 4 conferences, critical training events. In the beginning, it was Path to Profitability. And then after COVID, it was Track to 20. And then, of course, our regional trainings like Revive and Thrive trainings that we've done out in the field. And we're having it in Colorado later on this year. And then a lot of the work that Stacy's done, our one-man marketing, one person, one woman marketing department. I was sharing with somebody she does everything from thinking up the initiatives to making sure that the t-shirt sizes for the referral program were correct for each studio. Like, it's from soup to nuts, from top to bottom. She does everything. And we got the brand surveys, which have helped us and guided a lot of our decisions, guest personas, the referral program, guest retention program with our 27 touch points, which has really, really helped our return client retention, PR partnership, which has resulted in millions of dollars of impressions and brand visibility. And then what Kayla's done with the Learning Zen platform has been incredible, like over 100 classes on there. She comes up with them, she develops them, she makes sure that there's different ways of learning in there with how-tunes and questionnaires and all this creative things that we need to have in order to keep people engaged in that, which is a game changer, especially for onboarding new people, which we know is just a part of this business. And then our leaderboards and strategic planning, the scorecards and the report cards that Scott does all the time, that make it easy to see where we are and where we're going and where we need to focus for a while too. And then of course the whole COVID thing, not easy for anybody, but we came out of that with all of your help and the team's help and everybody chipping in. And we came out stronger than that. I don't know how many companies have done that, but I'm really proud that we're one of them. And we know that it's, on the efforts and the belief of everybody else in the system. And then, of course, and we're fortunate to have Meg Roberts here and some of the Riverside folks, our Riverside partnership and the head-to-toe platform that happened last November and is really, I'm not going to steal any of Meg's thunder, but I think the fruits of that are really just starting with that platform being, the leadership being populated at that level, and some of the structure and some of the processes and tools that are going to be available. That's another thing. So we share all this with a mix of bittersweetness and excitement. The bittersweetness is that Stephanie and I, we're not going to be part of the leadership going forward at the end of the month. Just we're moving on. I'm going to go to the board of directors, and Stephanie's going to focus on family and other endeavors. But the excitement is where Frenchies is going with the people involved, leaving it in better hands. We couldn't put it in better hands than Scott, Stacy, and Kayla, and the head to toe folks, which is there's more and more, and which is just fantastic for everybody that's involved in the system, because a lot of people with a lot of experience, a lot of it in beauty, like we're going to have this great collection of experience and energy going towards building up the whole platform. But Frenchies is an important part of that as well. So we're super excited about that. It was a step that Frenchies needed to take if we're going to compete against better funded and people that can spend more money to grow faster. We want to be a big brand, not just to have a big brand, but all the benefits that being the biggest has. And I think that's coming down the pike with the quality of the leadership that's coming on board, as well as the consistency of Scott, Kayla, and Stacy. I think the future is really bright. We're just going to be at it, involved in it in a different way than we have been since the start, since we began this at our kitchen table a few years ago. With that being said, we're not going to be as visible, obviously, meetings, trainings, conferences, or anything like that. But this is relationships that we've built up over 10 and a half years. We're still honored that people took a chance on Frenchies, and we're excited. Never felt more confident in our lives about where it's going. Stephanie and I always brag, like we were one of the first 100 Anytime Fitness owners. Now there's 5,000 clubs and it's huge. And I think that's one of the reasons is we saw something before a lot of other people did and jumped on board and took a chance. But it's also the trials and tribulations that we've been through, even with that brand that's no one can deny its success level. There was times when we were like, oh, what's going on? What are they doing? And things like that. And it's always worked out. And I think everybody on this call is like, you're going to be one of the first 25. That's going to be even a bigger bragging point for sure. And there's more to come on this journey. The best relationships aren't stopped or hindered by geography or visibility or anything like that. It's usually based on people liking each other and being able to help each other out. And that, with Stephanie and I, with everybody on this call, doesn't end with our leadership roles in Frenchies. We're always available. Everybody has our phone numbers, and we're here for you. And if there's anything we can do to help in the future, please let us know, personal, professional, whatever the case may be. And then with that, I'll just close with another thank you. Thanks for the memories and the accomplishments we've created and shared together. We wouldn't change it for the world.
An amount of courage and creativity that many of us.
To me, but all of this is so bittersweet. I mean, I cannot get that word